Hello everyone! In part 2 of our training session, we'll focus on originality check. I'd like to begin by showing you a short video on viewing an originality report so we can get an overview and look at some of the great options available.
This training video will demonstrate how to view an originality report and go over many of the originality report features. From the assignment inbox, click on the similarity index of the report that you want to read. That will open up a new window and show you a copy of the student paper on the left and the matching sources we found on the right. You will see that the paper maintains all the formatting, pictures, and graphs that were uploaded in the original student paper. All the primary matches for this paper are located on the side panel to the right of the paper. All the text within the paper that matches our databases will be highlighted in the student's paper. Each primary match is given a number and a color. This number and color will appear within the student's paper to let the instructor know which match the highlighted text refers to. The percentages listed refers to the percentage of words in the entire paper that match the source. Click on the matching text within the paper, and the matching source of the text will show up in a pop-up window showing you the matching text plus some of the surrounding text. To close that pop-up window, click anywhere else in the paper and the pop-up window will go away. If you click on the primary match for a source to highlight all the instances of the matching text within the source, then you can scroll through each index of matching text of this paper by clicking on the arrow to the right. To view all the underlying sources within a primary match, hover over the primary match and click on View Additional Sources. All the overlapping sources will be displayed below the primary source. Now you can see all the overlapping sources for a section of text. Excluding sources from the primary source breakdown is easy. Just click on the Exclude Sources link at the bottom right-hand corner, and you will see a box next to each source where you can check off and exclude the material from that source from matching in the paper. The originality report is then re-evaluated and recalculated immediately. All the excluded sources are located in the exclusion list that can also be accessed by clicking on the button at the bottom, Restore, and the report will be regenerated and the similarity index will go back to normal. To exclude quoted material or bibliography material, click on the filter icon on the bottom of the window. That will take you to the area where you can exclude quoted material, exclude bibliography. You can also exclude matches either by words or percentage. Here you really have to be aware of how long the paper is, depending on how many words you want to go, or by the percentage will dictate how many words you will actually exclude. To view all the sources within the original report, then go back to the link to view all to the primary sources, or click on the link here to view all the sources that are found in the paper. You can also click on the text-only report to view the paper as it is shown in the original version of Turnitin.
Okay, great. So let me actually click on that and go back to my account. And let's go back to that paper that we earlier submitted in the test class here. And we're going to view that paper. Now, here's something that I've done to show you how this thing works. I've submitted the same exact document under two different student names, Johnny Student here and Jimmy Student. So Johnny Student was the first one submitted. And as you can see, there's an 80% similarity report there. That means it's probably plagiarized from different sources, 87% of it. Now, that was the first submission, right? The second submission was by this Jimmy student, and that's 100%. So I'd like to click on that to show you what happened there. Since I submitted the same exact assignment, I'm going to click on Originality over here, that button on the left. You notice the whole thing is highlighted, and that's because, as you can see, it's 100% similar. And what is it similar to? Well, this paper submitted to Katella. Okay, that's where it comes from. Now, what I can do is actually exclude some of this source here. Okay, I'm going to look at that source. I'm going to come back to it. Sorry, there it is. I can exclude this this source here, the Katella paper that was originally submitted, to show you all the different plagiarism that's included. All right, so I'll exclude all that stuff from the Katella paper, and this is what the first paper actually looked like. Okay, this has a lot of plagiarism going on from different, it's basically cut and paste from different speeches, famous speeches. And you can see that breakdown. So first of all, again, you click on the Originality button over here to check out the plagiarism software for that. Over here on the right hand side, you see the percentage of similarity. Okay, and this match overview breaks it down for you. I'll come back to this in just a minute. Let me go over here on the left-hand corner, bottom left-hand corner. You can view information about this paper, the paper ID, when it's submitted, at what time, how many submissions, word count, etc. Okay. Over here, you can, of course, print and download this assignment. On the bottom, you can zoom a little bit more so you can see it bigger size there. Okay. Here we're on the view sources already, so you don't need to click on this. If you click on this button, the view edit filters and settings button, you can edit a lot of these different filters that we talked about when we were creating that assignment. Although there was a lot of options there. So you can exclude quotes if you don't want the quotes to be counted in the Originality report. Bibliography information, matches that are less than for all these different words. So those are all different things, and then you click on this to create a new report based on those different filters that you have set up. Okay. In addition, if I click on View, Edit, Excluded Sources, I can see all the different sources that I've excluded. Remember, this was I excluded that Katella High School paper before, but I can restore all of this back, and now we're back to the 100% match. Okay. All right, so a lot of different things that you can do on this Originality report. Part 3 of our training session will focus then on grade mark, and you can see the button for that function right over here on the top. All right, great.